Welcome to a casted game of Age of Empires 4. Spawning in on the left-hand side of the map, it's the one, the only, the give you anxiety. And we can see he's immediately moving out onto the deer patch here. And I mean, he is playing as the French today, so it makes a lot of sense. I mean, you get the cheaper mill, only costing 25 wood compared to the normal 50. Makes a lot of sense to move out onto the deer patch nice and early on. His opponent today spawning in on the right-hand side of the map in the color yellow. It's going to be Salami 1, and he's going to be playing as the Malians today. Now, we see Salami experimenting a lot with the Malians lately, and I wonder if he's gone for it today. We'll take a look at his perspective here. Oh, sorry, wrong perspective. And he's done it again. Salami opening up with 2 scouts. This is really interesting. Now, I was discussing this in... it must be the previous casted game, but basically the scouts for the Malians cost 20 extra food. So, I mean, it's 40 extra food than a villager, and Salami's opting to add a second one in, which isn't something we've been seeing a lot of players do. So we're going to have to see how this impacts the game here, but GOA off to a really nice start over here in the base. Going to be collecting from those deer, and is he going to be going for an early wheelbarrow? He's not got enough gold to do so quite yet, if he was planning to do so. What's he spent his gold on? He's got survival techniques. This is pretty broke brain, not gonna lie. So GOA immediately opening up, going onto the deer and grabbing survival techniques. Now, I can't remember the numbers off the top of my head, but basically it improves hunting gather rate. So basically deer and boar, that's what it increases. And GOA immediately opening onto the deer here means he's going to be able to age up significantly faster. This is going to be a really fast age up. I like what GOA has been doing here. Okay, we're gonna GOA gonna be feeling extremely good in the early game right here. But we'll take a look back over here at Salami. Salami only going with the 2 house around the pit mine opening, which is quite uncommon, I'm gonna be honest. Usually we see another straggler being chopped, and then we get another couple houses around there, but not gonna be the case this time. A GOA already clicking up at 2 minutes 30. That is very fast for the French right there, and he's gonna be going up with the school of cavalry. 5 villagers on that bad boy there. We see Salami gonna be aging up as well. 4 villagers on the Manta Quarry. So what is Salami's plan here? I would expect for it to be some very early donzos. Yeah, I mean, probably the straggler tree is going to be here for the lumber camp, and then we're going to probably have an age 1 barracks being dropped down as well. I'll be very surprised if that's not the case up against the French. I mean, the French are just so potent with their French knights. It really wouldn't make a lot of sense not to have any donzo. So we're going to have to see. I mean, actually, to be fair, the Musofadi warriors don't do too bad against French knights. However, I feel like you need a couple spearmen mixed in there as well. Just for the brace. I mean, the brace is like one of the best parts about spearmen. Not even the bonus damage. I feel like it is just the brace. Like, sometimes when you see huge masses of like a huge army composition, always mixing in, like, even if it's just 5 spears, just for the brace, it's so huge. I feel like that's really the key part to the spearman. But anyway, GOA is going to be the first one to age up, obviously, as he did have 5 villagers clicking away at that age up. The Royal Knight is in queue as well. Salami not going to be too far behind. And do we have Salami going to be dropping down? Yeah, okay, so he's actually looking to just go for the houses at the moment. It's got to be a barrack soon, right? I would be extremely surprised, especially with Salami knowing about how early this age up is. Because the Royal Knight is going to be coming out very shortly. So we are on the map Hill and Dale, so it's a pretty nice map to defend on. Salami can easily set up a little wall here, and okay, Salami stable opening. Interesting. Is it going to be for warrior scouts? He's opened with the 2 scouts for now, so I wouldn't be... Yeah, okay, so it is going to be warrior scouts, but how well are they going to be doing up against a Royal Knight? I feel like the Royal Knight is still going to outclass... I feel like you would need, like, I don't know, maybe 6 of these? No, maybe 5. I think 5, something around that number. But either way, I mean, you're going to need a lot of them up against this Royal Knight. There we go. Barrack's going to be dropped down now as well. Feels a little bit late. This Royal Knight is in the base. GOA might get a nice little pick off here. At least he's going to be idling a lot. That's a lot of idling of the villagers right there. 16 villagers right there being idled. Quite a bit of damage does go off onto that Royal Knight. We do have more warrior scouts in the queue. The first Drongo in there as well. And we see the Royal Knight's going to be starting to attack that warrior scout. Now, is Salami... Does he have a mill down yet? No mill for him at the moment. I mean, sometimes what we see the Malians do is if they do go into mass warrior scouts, they like to go for professional scouts to gather up all the deer on the map at the same time. But not going to be the case so far. We do see the Salami did lose or Salami and GUA, I think, both lost a scout there. But GUA's got two knights out, which means he can one-hit villagers if he gets both charges off onto the same villager. Not going to be the case this time, though. Drongo in there as well. Going to be doing some really good damage up against that knight. Maybe if Salami managed to target down the right knight there, he could have killed one. He gets it! Was that a Drongo throw? I think that might have been a... Was it... Can we take a look? It wasn't. That was the town center. That's a far shot for a town center. Look at that. That is absolutely crazy. Poor GUA there. Probably shouldn't have lost that knight. But do we have a chivalry coming in yet? No chivalry yet. And we see that deer has run out now for GUA. Wouldn't be surprised to see him move out to here. We see Salami already camping over here. It's gotta be professional scouts, right? He's camping the deer over here. I feel like it's gotta be. And denying the deer away from GUA is pretty key now that he's got survival techniques. But we can see that mill has been dropped down for Salami. It's gotta be, right? Unless he's going into some wheelbarrow or maybe cattle. We're gonna have to see. But Salami now looking to wall up the map. Wants to just secure up these edges a little bit. Wouldn't be surprised to see a nice little wall being dropped down here as well. But we can see Salami actually has his Mansa Quarry set to stone right now. So he's going to be going for a second town center. He's going to need quite a few more villagers on the wood, however. But we actually have horticulture coming in from Salami's mill, which is interesting to see. I thought he would have been going for professional scouts, considering he's still making... Oh, that's actually a sofa, not a warrior scout. But so it seems like he's keeping both of his warrior scouts just over here by the deer, keeping an eye on GUA, making sure he doesn't expand down here. We can see GUA's massive knights just not slowing down at all. Up to... We can have a look up here. 7 royal knights now and got 2 in the queue. And it looks like Salami just wants to match that with some warrior scouts and some sofa, with a few Drongo in there as well. I mean, Drongo is really the unit you want to mass right now. You know, you need a considerable number of those to match 7 royal knights, and it looks like GOA just not going to be slowing down at all, as he does have another barracks out, another stable out as well. Going to be grabbing his blacksmith as well, which means he does get that free the free melee attack upgrade. Bloomery, I think it's called. Fitted leatherwork. Oh no, it is bloomery. It is bloomery, my bad. But we can see more and more production of warrior scouts. Salami, it's got to be... Okay, there it is. Professional scouts now in the queue. We can see GOA going to be moving in with the knights. He can probably take this engagement here up against the Drongo. First royal knight is going to be going down. GOA peels off the low HP one's going to get in another charge there. Another royal knight goes down. That's 3 royal knights dead. I think that's the 4th one now. 3rd or 4th, but GOA really not taking a great trade here. It looks better for him, but that was not pretty at all. He's going to be losing another one. GOA taking awful trades right now. Salami is going to be idled a little bit, but the amount of value Salami managed to extract right there was absolutely huge. GOA wants to pull this knight back right. He's going to be losing another one if he's not careful. GOA... The Drongo's got another throw. Can he get the throw? Is he gonna... Oh, he doesn't. GOA manages to pull back the 2 royal knights. Just in time. But we can see Salami has been completely pushed off the wood line right now. But professional scouts is going to be coming in. And we can see GOA is going to be setting up over by this mill. How many villagers is he moving? That's a lot of... That's 10 villagers moving over. And they're all going to get nabbed by these warrior scouts. We can see that warrior scouts does... professional scouts does come in. And these warrior scouts are going to be picking up all of the deer. Oh no, poor GOA. I mean, if Salami spots this, he might be able to get some nice villager kills there as well. But GUA obviously does have a pretty good map control right now with all of his Royal Knights on the battlefield. Chivalry going to be coming in for him as well as Iron Undermesh. Iron Undermesh, a really important upgrade when you're fighting underneath the town center, like that fight he had earlier. If he had this upgrade here, that fight would have gone a lot better. But GUA now going to be moving out with even more villagers, really looking to get as many resources all over the map where he can find it. And I think this is going to be for the boar, sorry. And GUA taking another bad trade here. Sofa plus Drongo with town center fire there. Really not going to be too pretty for GUA. And he lost another 2 Royal Knights. Town center now going to be dropped for Salami in the base. Looking to secure up the wood line here. I mean, this is a really nice position. But we can see GUA is ahead by 5 villagers at this point in time. And I don't think he's actually killed any villagers with his knights yet. But that is just purely from the French TC bonus. But the three warrior scouts here are going to be able to get some nice villager kills. Salami looking to even up the villagers right now. But we can see GUA looking to try and just maximize his map control right now. Going for the boar. He might be losing a villager here. Nice micro there. Managing to put it back in time. Does put away the wrong villager though. It's alright though. It's alright. Now Salami looks to move out around the map, or in his base at least, going onto the larger gold mine with the pit mine right there. And it looks like Salami is just trying to get a bit of a villager advantage. We can see he's actually quite a few villagers ahead now. 2 villagers ahead. I mean, that was really not a great fight over here for GUA. And GUA keeps taking really ineffective trades. He doesn't have the military advantage right now. At this point in time, the French would be looking really strong. They should have multiple archery ranges down. You know, they'd have a big arch mass, big knight mass, and you just use the knights as a nice little front line. But GUA's just been taking really ineffective fights when he didn't really need to. You know, he could have added in a second town center long before Salami, and he could be, you know, he could be well ahead in villagers right now. But in fact, he's 2 villagers behind because Salami's on 2 TC and Salami's got some really nice raids off. You can see 2 stables plus an archery range here for GUA. So it looks like GUA wants to stick to age 2, not looking to go for any sort of castle age at the moment. Salami, on the other hand, might be looking for a castle age. I mean, we flipped this over to villagers. We can see 17 villagers on food right now. And he's got enough gold to age up already. So we're going to have to see. GUA still, a Knight Mass still looking pretty decent. Not horrendous. He should have Chivalry in at this point. Has he got Chivalry? He does have Chivalry. I'm not entirely sure why these Knights aren't healing up. Is it because I'm not in his perspective? I think that might be the case. There we go. They are all healing up right there. But GUA just looking to protect up these villagers over here. Wolf going to be really annoying right there. GUA does manage to spot that though. He's going to be able to take out the wolf. Steeled Arrow coming in now as well. It's going to be his last black... Well, he's still got siege engineering, but it's going to be a complete set of upgrades there for his units. We can see Salami's mass actually looking pretty decent here. And I mean, GUA just has hardly any archers at the moment. But Salami, you're moving out at the wrong time, mate. That is not going to be too pretty for your villagers. Fortunately for Salami, he's got the town center nearby. But GUA is still going to be moving in with all of those knights. Going to be able to get some really nice villager kills right here. Salami, unfortunately, moving out at the wrong time right there. There's going to be quite a few villager kills. GUA only 3 villagers behind right now. But we can see Salami is going to be putting some pressure onto GUA. Sofa going to be running around the back of the base. It has been walled off, however, so I'm not exactly sure what that's going to be achieving. Donzos did get their throw off there. Did not even one kill an archer. That is surprising. But we can see GUA getting some really nice raids off right here. But yeah, I getting very lucky with the timing there. Warrior Scouts are going to be doing really well up against that Royal Knight as well. More walls, another a blacksmith, and a load more barracks going to be dropped down for Salami. He's looking to stick it out in H2 here. He's realized that GUA is not going to be slowing down his production, especially with the addition of these archers now. GUA doesn't want to bring attention over to this boar here, because Salami could move down here, and this could be terrible for GUA. But not going to be the case. Going to be just retreating back into the base. And we can see here, Salami building the gate at the wrong point right here. That's a huge mistake right there. You never want to build a gate like that. Luckily, Salami does cancel it in time, because if that gate... I think that's how it works, at least. I'm 99% sure if he burnt down that gate and Salami didn't cancel it, the wall would have broke. But yeah, GOA is stuck in the base at the minute in Salami's base. Donzo's got a nice little throw off right there. So many Donzos out for Salami right now. This could be really bad for GOA. Sofas are back in the base as well. I mean, there's no getting out for Salami. For GOA, sorry. That's going to be a lot of dead... How did... What? 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 How did these guys get in? Is there a hole? What? I am confused as to what happened there. Salami now trying to make a little bit of a wall. I think he's a bit confused as well. Like, how did they get in? And now GOA taking a 7-8 villager advantage, right? That's not fair. GOA looking in a pretty decent position now, ahead by 9 villagers. But luckily, Salami does have the mass. His mass is looking pretty decent right now. Got a large amount of Sofa, a large amount of Donzo. GOA mass still not looking too good. Unfortunately, all of his Royal Knights did go down. Only 3 remaining now. Salami finally grabbing his Wheelbarrow. Finally coming in right there. Along with Iron Undermesh. Makes a lot of sense now that GOA is starting to mix in quite a lot of archers. Still only on the 1 archery range. And we got 2 barracks out as well. Double production of spearmen, which is actually quite a surprise. I mean, I would understand double archery range and 1 barracks, but 2 barracks really surprises me. But we can see GOA's knights are going to be going down here. The last 2 are going to be cleaned up. And if I were Salami, I would be feeling pretty confident. I mean, you know, you got your 2 pit mines still up. You're sure you're a little bit behind in villagers, but it's alright. It's alright. You're on 2 town centers. I don't know if Salami knows that GUA is only on 1, but Salami's in a pretty decent spot right now. He just needs to make sure he doesn't get any more raids in the base, and that's exactly what he's done here with the walls. So Salami now going to be pushing out really big Donzo mass right there. Not that many blacksmith upgrades in though. Salami really needs to grab his Blue Marie fitted other work, and he doesn't need stilled arrows because he's not actually got any ranged units, but yeah, he definitely needs to grab a couple more of those blacksmith upgrades. We can see GOA is going to be pushing out yet again, going with the triple unit composition right here. Going with that, with the knights, spearmen, and archers. And we can, oh, that is a huge raid. That is a huge raid right there for Salami. Sorry for not catching that one, but that might be another raid done. No, keep going, Salami. Keep going. Keep going. Oh, Salami, you were on the right track. That is unfortunate. Salami now pulling ahead in villagers. 4 villagers ahead. It's really been a back and forth on the villager front this game, but we can see here Salami doesn't want to get caught off guard. He can deal with the knights, but he's not going to be able to deal with the archers and the spearmen. That is for sure. Salami might want to look to add in some javelin throwers. Javelin throwers in this position is definitely a good call. Is he going to be adding those in? It looks like he's just doubling down on the more Sofa and Donzo. But we can see here, Royal Knight's going to be caught off guard here. Spearmen are here for GUA. Archers in the back line as well. Salami, it looked like GUA was caught off guard, but maybe it was Salami. We can see Donzo going to be moving back into the base around the back. And GUA is just looking to try and burn down the walls right there. Royal Knight's going to be chasing down the Sofa. The Sofa are going to be running away, though. Not going to be caught out by the Royal Knights. Does Salami have enough time to get his Donzos back over here? Because this could be some bad raids. I mean, we got Muso Fadi Warriors and... why Muso Fadi Warriors? I mean, these guys are good up against heavy units, but there's not actually that many Royal Knights, and I feel like Donzo in this position is just better. But we're going to have to see. We see Salami's got a pretty nice position here. Donzo's going to be moving in on the back line. Sofa's not going to find a very good angle here. They need to be really coming in on the back onto the archers right there. And Spearman here for GUA going to be able to take a pretty nice trade. But I mean, the mass for GUA not looking too good right now. We got Town Center Fire, which hasn't been giving that much fire, and more Sofas on the backline taking off reinforcements right now. This is absolutely terrible for GUA. GOA's going to be losing his whole mass right here. Salami looking so decent. He's looking so good right now. And he's on the 2 town centers. He's ahead in villagers only by 2 at the moment, but it scales. It scales. And the mass right now for Salami is huge. 16 population versus 40. GOA in absolute shambles right now. Salami, he grabbed his upgrades and GG gets called. GOA calling a GG. Salami takes the win with the Malians. Wow. What a game we had right there. If you did enjoy this, guys, please do feel free to leave a like. And I'll catch you guys in the next one.